Van D, a dynamic leader with decades of experience building companies and crushing sales. He's been there and done that.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. My name is Van D.
Inspiring audiences across the country to do it too. Here's Van.
Well, hello, everybody. This is Van Deeb with the Van Deeb podcast coming to you live from Hurrdat Studios in Omaha, Nebraska. I'm with the world-famous Dylan, my producer, and I got to give a shout-out to his mother, Mary. Thank you, Mary, for having such a wonderful son. Dylan is a true blessing. Okay, so everybody, I got to tell you, this is the time of year that we're always talking about our goals. At least you should be. So I usually preach. These last 4 decades, I usually preach in the month of December about how we should have our goals in order and what our plans are for the following year. Because I believe that if we don't write down our goals, then they're just mere fantasies, that they're just flying around there with no wings. If that made any sense. I'm not sure you can fly without wings, but let's just go with that. But anyway, you know, you really need to have your goals written down. And if they're really important to you, you're going to read them every day. How long will it take for you to read what your goals are for next year? Not very long, if they matter to you. You've got to make that a discipline. And like you always hear me say, whenever you create a discipline, eventually it will become a habit, and then eventually it will become natural to you. So today, I want to talk to you about a different goal for next year. I want you to focus on having fun in 2023. So one thing I know, one thing all of us have in common is we like to have fun. So what does that tell us? We need to do things that make us happy, whether that means going on vacation, getting together with friends or family, or doing a favorite hobby, or in my case, playing with my dog, Baxter. I wish he was listening. Well, maybe he is. My point is that we need to be able to look forward to doing something that is fun. It might happen tomorrow, next week, or maybe several months from now, but regardless, we need to feel excited about getting ready to do something fun in the future. I have always described my idea of having fun as working and creating more opportunities for business. Yes, I'm a little weird. I love business. I love being creative. I love writing. I love working on projects. That's been my fun for almost 4 decades. However, I am not good at preaching without trying to practice what I preach. So I'm going to make a pivot and change my definition of fun just a little bit. I'm going to incorporate at least 2 trips or maybe 1 trip during this summer to where I've never been before. I want to do that. And I also want to incorporate getting out of town a couple times a month. That's not hard to do if we plan it. To be specific, I'm going to just throw this out there because this is one of my goals. I've never been to Lake Tahoe. And every year in the summer, they have a Pro-Am golf tournament that I get invited to, and I never, ever go. And this year, I'm going. So so this isn't just a mere wish or a fantasy, I've got to make my reservations now and plan on it and not let anything get in my way. Unless somebody hires me to speak during that week, I can change my plans. Okay, I shouldn't have said that because, no, I should not change my plans. But I love speaking so much, I usually do. I've been talking about this for many, many years going to Tahoe. And we all know what talking about something is. It's just talking. I've been procrastinating about this for so many years. So anyway, I'm making my reservations. I'm making a commitment. And I want you to have this similar mindset. So let me ask you a question. What are you looking forward to doing in 2023? I'm not talking about business goals. I firmly believe that if we have something in the near future to look forward to, we are likely to work a little bit harder and with more enjoyment. Just remember, fun things do not have to be big or expensive. They could be very small and very affordable. Maybe one of your fun goals is to go to 3 movies a month. It can be anything that makes you happy. My point is, we have to plan on having something to look forward to doing. Having something to look forward to can create enthusiasm. And I think, at least for me, when I know I've got something to look forward to, I'm going to perform better at work. I'm going to work harder. I'm going to have a smile on. I'm going to have a little spark in my step because I have got something to look forward to. Okay, so now that you're thinking about fun things you want to do next year, now it's time to do this. What I always say, put it in writing and make a visual plan, just as you would do if you were setting goals for your business. Hopefully you are writing down your, hey, my phone's going off during my podcast. What do you know? Okay, I just shut it off. Dylan, you don't have to edit that. No big deal. Anyway, let me go back to where I was. So hopefully you're writing down your goals and objectives for 2023 and writing and reinforcing them with visuals and reminders. I recommend that you also make a visual board geared toward having fun. Some sort of a reference, a board, a visual that you can look at every day to remind yourself what you're looking forward to doing. So next, make a timeline for these events to happen. Your fun item could also be a purchase of something you've been working hard for, like maybe you want a new car next year, a new home, and then you call Van Deeb to help you find that home. Or maybe your first rental property. Once again, you call me. It just has to be something fun that you would consider that you're looking forward to it and you're having fun. Put it down on a board, cut pictures out, anything that will give you a visual reminder. Julia Child says, you must have discipline to have fun. So the discipline is, do all these things, write it down, create it, think about it every day, make it part of who you are of creating more fun for yourself next year. So I believe when you have those visuals in front of you, you know what you're looking forward to because you can see it. And just like Napoleon Hill wrote way back in 1937, who I love Napoleon Hill, and I've repeated this 1,000,000 times in my speeches and in writing, if you can conceive it and believe it, you can achieve it. That's not just for business. That's for anything that we want in life. I've been putting that statement in practice throughout my whole life. As you might already know by either you've attended one of my motivational seminars, I am really big into visualization. And I also believe that our dreams, I truly believe that our dreams are just a prelude to our reality. We're dreaming about something wonderful for a reason. It's not just supposed to stay in our head when we're asleep. There's a reason why we're dreaming it. I started making vision boards decades ago, before it became popular. And believe me, it works. I conceived it, I believed it, and then I achieved it. We can do that with anything in life. Having fun is so, so important. Using myself as an example, I feel like I've been in first gear over these last couple years, that I really haven't been my true self. And I'm ready to elevate my enthusiasm to full throttle, no longer in first gear. I have never been this excited about creating more fun in my life. So I am expecting a lot out of me. And let me tell you something. If you don't expect a lot out of yourself, who's going to? You should be your best cheerleader and your own worst critic. I expect great things from me. So when you start planning to add more fun to your life and you talk about your plans with others, good possibility you're going to inspire them to do the same thing. So not only are you making your own life more fun, you are also helping other people to have fun too. When they hear your enthusiasm, your excitement, you say, yeah, I've got this fun stuff planned for 2023. It might make them want to create something that they haven't in the past. I love to encourage other people to be the best version of themselves. And by the way, I sure hope that you're subscribed to my podcast here. All you got to do is subscribe at your podcast platform, whether it's Apple, Spotify, or my website, vandeeb.com. I want you to get these once a month in your inbox. I don't overwhelm you. I'm not one of these guys that does a podcast every day, every week. I do it once a month. So I hope that you're subscribing, and I hope that you're sharing these podcasts with other people that could use some of my examples on making your life better. If you make having fun a priority, I'm telling you this, and I only tell you things that have worked for me. If you make fun a priority, you're going to feel great. You're going to have more energy, and you're going to inspire your friends and your family. So, ladies and gentlemen, make having fun a priority. Let's join me in getting in a higher gear next year that includes not just working hard and accomplishing your goals there, but it includes a balance between work and pleasure. One of my old favorite guys on 60 Minutes from years ago, he used to say, everyone wants to live on top of the mountain, but all the happiness and growth occurs while you're climbing it. Listen to that. I can't tell you how many people, including myself, I'm going to bust my tail and then one day I'm going to be able to do all these things. No, we got to enjoy the journey. We don't know if that day's ever going to come that we're going to stop. I know in my case, I'll never stop. I'm addicted to using my God-given talent. I will never let my God-given talent rest on the couch. I'm using it till the day he takes me home. I'm using my talent. So we have to enjoy the journey. As I get older, which is happening faster than I'd like, I am becoming more and more aware that our time on this earth is never long enough. With this in mind, I think we should all put more time and energy into doing things that make us happy. Maybe it's just something simple. Maybe it's mixing a bowl of popcorn and Annie's cheddar bunnies and you're watching your favorite show. Maybe that makes you happy. Let's put more energy and time into little things that make us happy. It doesn't have to be a trip going to Tahoe. If you've been grinding hard or in a funk, kind of like a funk I've been in these last couple of years, then make plans to have more fun next year. That might be just what you need. Don't expect somebody else to do it for you. And guess what? If you can't get anybody to go with you on your fun excursion or whatever you have planned, so what? Do it by yourself. Don't depend on anybody to dictate how much fun you're having in your life. You create it. So here's just a couple of things to remind yourself, okay? Just remember this. I want you to remember these 4 things. Life is better when you have fun and exciting things to look forward to. You will be more motivated at work when you have this mindset. Fun makes life more enjoyable for the people around you. Fun is contagious and creates enthusiasm. I'm going to repeat that again. The 4 things. 1, life is better when you have fun and exciting things to look forward to. Number 2, you will be more motivated at work when you have this mindset. Number 3, fun makes life more enjoyable for the people around you. Fun is contagious and creates enthusiasm. That's number 4. Just remember this stuff. It's not rocket science. It's not like Dr. Megan extracting a tooth. Fun is contagious and creates enthusiasm. Just like anything else in life, if you want something badly enough, you can create a discipline. And here I go again. That discipline will become a habit and eventually will become natural to you. If you have to take baby steps to create fun in your life, just like you do when you start a career, then start doing so. Just keep in mind, you don't have to be great at it to get started. You just have to get started to be great at it. So let's do what we have to do to have more fun next year. Maybe you get a pad and pen right now, and put at the top what I'm going to do next year to have more fun, or something along those lines, and start making a list and add to it as much as you can. You're in control, you're in the driver's seat, and you are the boss of your own life. I'm grateful for you being with me today. Remember, please sign up for my newsletters. They come once a month at vandeeb.com. Please subscribe to my podcast here on your favorite podcast platform, wherever you're listening at right now. And remember, I have a radio show, and I have super great guests. They're on kcro.com on Thursdays at 5 p.m. and Sundays at 10 a.m. on ChristianRadioKCRO.com. If you ever need a speaker, a workshop, a presenter, keynote speaker, I have the ability to bring out the best version of people. I would love to have you in my audience, and I'd love to come to your company or even coach you. So, with all that, once again, let's have more fun next year. Thank you so much for spending time with me today.
A Hurrdat Media Production.